Disasters happen in every community, and they come in all shapes and sizes, from a simple incident affecting one community to a major catastrophe affecting an entire region. To restore order following such a catastrophe and to rebuild the community, everyone must work together as they all have a role to play. Police, fire, EMS, and other response agencies, non-governmental and community-based organizations, as well as small and large businesses that operate in and serve the community. The private sector is the center of economic activity, and it operates much of our society's critical infrastructure. Communication and power networks, banks, grocery stores, pharmacies, and healthcare providers are just some of the businesses essential to any community. The faster these businesses recover, the faster the community can respond and rebuild following a catastrophe. Imagine what could happen if a large communications company were impacted by a hurricane, damaging much of its infrastructure. This kind of destruction could take months to repair, and in the meantime, many essential services may not be available, such as telecommunications, internet access, credit card processing, and the shipment of merchandise. The result could be a fragmented community in which residents and businesses are not able to carry out normal activities. Businesses can mitigate potential impacts from different kinds of disasters before they strike by developing business continuity plans, or BCPs. A BCP is a blueprint that businesses follow to maintain essential services and operations following an emergency or disaster. By conducting an initial business impact analysis, a business can identify and analyze critical aspects like operations, resource requirements, staffing, hazards and impacts affecting services, and options to tackle them, so they can draft an effective BCP. Let's say a certain company requires constant and consistent power. To deal with damages of a major storm, it relies on a backup generator to keep its business functioning. But just having this backup generator is not enough. It must be located in an area that won't be at risk of storm damage. But even that might not be sufficient. The company must also consider, for example, where they will get fuel for this backup generator and how much extra fuel they might need to sustain their operations. Furthermore, the business must take into account their staffing requirements for essential operations. In order for these critical staff members to be able to focus on the tasks at hand, they must be confident that their families and personal lives are secure. Effective business continuity planning will take into account these kinds of issues: infrastructure, supplies, staff, and so on, and will include many possible solutions to problems that might arise, from ensuring that repair crews and trucks are not stuck at toll booths, to delays in receiving important information. In addition, building relationships within the business community and with government and community-based organizations before a disaster strikes can also improve a business's disaster preparedness. These connections are critical to information and resource sharing during a catastrophe. Contact your industry association to see whether they have information on business continuity best practices for your type of business, and whether they have a liaison with the local government for disaster preparedness and response. Reach out to your local emergency management office to find out if they have tools for effective BCP planning and a program for sharing emergency information with the private sector. Connect with other businesses to share each other's plans and capabilities to best support each other and your community. Create ongoing connections with government and local organizations to understand the community's needs and what role your business can play in recovery efforts. Get your business involved in training and exercises to better prepare for disaster response. A prepared private sector means a stronger, more resilient community. From the smallest business to the largest corporation, the involvement of the private sector in preparedness, response, and recovery efforts is of critical importance. Making a plan that assures your business can survive a disaster is a great first step to strengthening your community.